Hey, beautiful Aries souls, grab your coffee because what I'm about to share with you today is absolutely fascinating. I just finished doing this reading, and honestly, the energy coming through for you right now is unlike anything I've felt in months. Someone in your world is about to open up to you in ways that will completely shift your perspective on relationships and connections. I'm sitting here with my cards spread out, and I have to tell you, the universe has some serious messages for you, Aries. This isn't just about romance, though that's definitely part of it. This is about transformation, abundance, and people finally seeing you for who you truly are. The vulnerability that's coming your way is going to surprise you because it's coming from someone you might not expect. Let me dive into what the cards are telling me because this first card literally gave me chills when it appeared. The very first card that came out for you, Aries, is the Four of Swords. And this is so interesting because most people would expect a fire card for fire signs, but the universe is saying something completely different here. This card is telling me that someone has been in a state of contemplation about you for quite some time. They've been lying low, processing their feelings, maybe even meditating on whether they should approach you or not. What's beautiful about this Four of Swords energy is that it represents the calm before a very significant storm of emotions. This person has been doing deep inner work, probably spending sleepless nights thinking about you, weighing their options, and now they're ready to emerge from this contemplative state with complete clarity about their feelings. I'm seeing this person as someone who doesn't usually open up easily. They're methodical, thoughtful, maybe even a bit cautious by nature. But Aries, they've reached a point where keeping their feelings inside is more painful than the risk of vulnerability. The Four of Swords is telling me they've been planning exactly what they want to say to you, how they want to approach this conversation, and they're ready to break their silence. This card also suggests that their feelings have been developing slowly, like a seed growing underground before it finally pushes through the soil. It hasn't been a sudden realization for them. They've been watching you, admiring your fire, your passion, your authenticity, and slowly but surely falling deeper into these feelings they can no longer ignore. The really interesting thing about the Four of Swords appearing first is that it's setting up this beautiful contrast to your natural Aries energy. While you're all about action and forward movement, this person represents the power of patience and careful consideration. They're going to bring a different kind of energy into your life that will actually complement your fire beautifully. Next card that jumped out is the Page of Cups. And oh my goodness, Aries, this is where things get really exciting. This page represents fresh emotional beginnings, someone approaching you with their heart completely open and vulnerable. What I love about this card is that it shows someone who's willing to be childlike in their approach to love and connection. This Page of Cups person is bringing you a message that's going to touch your heart in ways you weren't expecting. They're not playing games, not trying to be cool or mysterious. They're coming to you with genuine, pure emotion. Think of it like someone bringing you a handwritten letter when everyone else is sending texts. There's something refreshingly honest and straightforward about their approach. I'm getting the sense that this person might be younger than you or younger in spirit. They have this beautiful innocence about them when it comes to expressing their feelings. They're not jaded by past relationships or hurt. They're approaching you with fresh eyes and an open heart, ready to be completely authentic about what they're feeling. The Page of Cups is also telling me that their feelings are still developing and growing. This isn't someone who's going to overwhelm you with intensity right away. Instead, they're offering you something that can grow and develop naturally over time. They're planting seeds of connection that have the potential to bloom into something really beautiful. What's really touching about this card is that it represents someone who sees the world through rose-colored glasses when it comes to you. They're choosing to focus on all your positive qualities, all the things that make you special and unique. This page is looking at you with wonder and appreciation, like you're this amazing discovery they've made. The third card that came through is absolutely perfect, and it's the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this might seem like an unusual card for matters of the heart, but hear me out, because this is actually incredibly significant. This person has been working on themselves, Aries. They haven't just been sitting around daydreaming about you. They've been actively becoming the person they think you deserve. The Eight of Pentacles represents dedication, skill building, and continuous improvement. This person has been watching you, learning what you value, what you're looking for, what makes you happy, and they've been working to align themselves with those qualities. They're not trying to change who they fundamentally are, but they're polishing themselves, becoming the best version of themselves. I'm seeing someone who's been working on their communication skills because they want to be able to express themselves clearly to you. Maybe they've been reading books, taking classes, or just practicing how they want to have important conversations with you. They understand that you appreciate directness and honesty, so they've been preparing to give you exactly that. This card also suggests that they've been working on their financial stability or career goals because they want to be able to offer you security and stability. They're not approaching you empty-handed. They're coming to you as someone who has something valuable to offer, someone who's been preparing for this moment. The Eight of Pentacles is also about patience and persistence. This person hasn't given up on the idea of being with you, even if it's taken time to get to this point. They've been consistently working toward becoming someone worthy of your attention and affection. There's something really admirable about this kind of dedication. What I find most beautiful about this card is that it shows someone who respects you enough to do the work. They're not expecting you to accept them as they are if they're not at their best. They're putting in effort because they believe you're worth it. Moving into the next card, and this one really surprised me. The Three of Swords appeared, and before you panic, this isn't about heartbreak coming your way. This card is appearing in a completely different context here. This Three of Swords is about someone healing from heartbreak, and you, Aries, are playing a significant role in their healing process. This person has been through some emotional pain in their past, maybe a difficult breakup, a betrayal, or just the general disappointments that come with putting your heart on the line. But here's what's beautiful. They're not bringing that baggage to you. Instead, they've been processing it, learning from it, and they're ready to love again. The Three of Swords in this context is showing me someone who's learned valuable lessons about what they want and don't want in relationships. Their past pain has actually made them more appreciative of genuine connection and authentic love. They're not taking the possibility of something real with you lightly. What's really touching is that you represent hope to this person. You're like sunshine breaking through the clouds after a storm. They see in you everything they've been hoping to find. Your energy, your passion, your authenticity. It's healing something deep inside them that they thought might never heal. This card is also telling me that they're going to be completely honest with you about their past. They're not going to hide their scars or pretend they haven't been hurt before. But they're going to share their story in a way that shows growth and healing rather than bitterness or fear. The Three of Swords here represents transformation through love. This person is ready to let you see them at their most vulnerable because they trust that you won't use their past pain against them. They're choosing to be brave with you in ways they haven't been brave with anyone else. The fifth card is the Ace of Wands, and now we're talking your language, Aries. This is pure fire energy, new beginnings, creative passion, and the spark of something incredible about to ignite. This ace represents the moment when everything clicks into place and new possibilities become clear. This Ace of Wands is telling me that when this person opens up to you, it's going to create this amazing surge of creative and passionate energy between you two. It's like striking a match in a room full of candles. One spark is going to light up everything else. I'm seeing new projects, new adventures, maybe even new ways of looking at life that emerge from this connection. This person is going to inspire you to pursue things you've been thinking about but haven't acted on. They're going to be your cheerleader, your collaborator, your partner in making dreams reality. The Ace of Wands also represents sexual and romantic chemistry. There's going to be this undeniable attraction and connection that goes beyond just emotional compatibility. The physical chemistry between you is going to be intense and exciting. It's the kind of connection that makes you feel alive and energized. What I love about this card appearing here is that it shows this connection isn't going to be predictable or boring. This person is going to keep you on your toes in the best possible way. They're going to bring adventure and excitement into your life. They're going to be up for your spontaneous ideas and crazy dreams. This ace is also about confidence and courage. This person opening up to you is going to boost your confidence in ways you weren't expecting. They're going to see you clearly and appreciate you fully, which is going to make you feel more secure in who you are and what you have to offer. Next, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is where things get really interesting because this represents the emotional depth and intuitive connection that's developing. This queen suggests that either you or this person, or maybe both of you, are going to tap into a deeper level of emotional intelligence in this connection. The Queen of Cups is all about emotional maturity, compassion, and the ability to hold space for deep feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This card is telling me that this connection is going to bring out the best in both of you emotionally. If this queen represents you, Aries, it's showing me that this person's vulnerability is going to awaken your nurturing side. You're going to find yourself wanting to protect and support them in ways that might surprise you. Your natural leadership abilities are going to extend into emotional territory. If this queen represents them, then they're bringing incredible emotional depth and stability to your life. They're someone who can handle your intensity without being intimidated by it. They're going to be a safe harbor for your emotions, someone you can completely trust with your feelings. The Queen of Cups also represents intuitive understanding. You two are going to have this amazing ability to read each other's moods and needs without having to explain everything verbally. There's going to be this beautiful, unspoken communication that develops between you. This queen is also about healing and emotional support. This connection is going to be therapeutic for both of you in different ways. You're going to help each other heal old wounds and develop healthier patterns in relationships. The seventh card that came through is the Two of Pentacles, and this is fascinating because it's showing me that this person is trying to balance multiple aspects of their life while making room for you. They're juggling responsibilities, maybe work commitments or family obligations, but they're determined to create space for what could develop between you two. The Two of Pentacles represents adaptability and flexibility. This person is willing to rearrange their priorities and make adjustments to their schedule and lifestyle to accommodate a relationship with you. They're not going to use being busy as an excuse to avoid deepening the connection. This card is also about finding harmony between different areas of life. This person has learned the importance of work-life balance, and they're not going to let their career or other obligations completely consume them. They want to build a life that has room for love and partnership. I'm also seeing that they might be managing some financial changes or opportunities right now. Nothing negative, just shifts and adjustments that are actually opening up more possibilities for their future. They're being smart and strategic about their resources because they're thinking about building something stable and lasting. The Two of Pentacles suggests they're in a good place to handle the energy and excitement that comes with new love. They're not overwhelmed by their circumstances. Instead, they're skillfully managing everything in their life while staying open to new possibilities. This card is also about playfulness and not taking yourself too seriously. Despite having responsibilities and commitments, this person hasn't lost their sense of fun and adventure. They're going to bring lightness and joy into your life rather than stress or complications. The eighth card is the Knight of Swords, and this is where your Aries energy is going to absolutely love what's coming. This knight represents swift action, clear communication, and someone who's ready to cut through any confusion or uncertainty to get straight to the truth. This Knight of Swords is telling me that once this person decides to open up to you, they're not going to waste any time. They're going to be direct, honest, and incredibly clear about their intentions and feelings. No games, no beating around the bush, just pure honesty delivered with confidence and conviction. I'm seeing someone who's been thinking and planning, but when they're ready to act, they're going to move fast. This could be someone who calls you out of the blue, shows up at your door, or sends you a message that's so direct and honest it takes your breath away. The Knight of Swords energy is very compatible with your Aries nature because you both appreciate directness and authenticity. This person is going to communicate with you in a way that resonates with how you prefer to handle important conversations. No passive-aggressive hints or subtle suggestions, just clear, honest communication. This card also suggests that when they open up to you, it's going to lead to some rapid developments in your connection. Things might move quickly once the truth is out there, but in a good way. You're both going to feel relieved to finally be honest about what's been building between you. The Knight of Swords also represents intellectual connection and stimulating conversation. This person is going to engage your mind as well as your heart. You're going to have these amazing conversations that challenge you and make you think in new ways. Our ninth card is the Seven of Cups, and this is really interesting because it's showing me that you've been presented with multiple options and possibilities lately, Aries. But this person opening up to you is going to bring clarity to what you actually want. The Seven of Cups often represents confusion or being overwhelmed by choices, but in this context, it's showing me that you've been keeping your options open, maybe dating around, or just not committing to any particular direction in love. But when this person shares their feelings with you, it's going to help you see clearly what you've been looking for all along. This card suggests that you might have been fantasizing about different scenarios or possibilities, but reality is about to become much more appealing than any fantasy. What this person is offering you is going to be more substantial and satisfying than anything you've been imagining. The Seven of Cups also represents illusions clearing away. You might have had some misconceptions about this person or about what they were thinking and feeling. When they open up to you, you're going to see them much more clearly, and what you discover is going to exceed your expectations. This card is also about making choices based on what's real rather than what's just appealing on the surface. This person is going to represent something genuine and substantial in your life, not just a temporary attraction or infatuation. I'm also seeing that their honesty is going to inspire you to be more honest with yourself about what you want in relationships. You might realize that some of the options you've been considering weren't really aligned with your deeper values and desires. The 10th card that came through is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is absolutely beautiful, Aries. This card represents independence, self-sufficiency, and the luxury of being able to choose love because you want it, not because you need it. The Nine of Pentacles is showing me that you're in such a strong, independent place in your life right now. You've worked hard to create stability and security for yourself. You're not looking for someone to complete you or fix your problems. You're looking for someone to share your abundance with. This card suggests that the person opening up to you recognizes and appreciates your independence. They're not trying to rescue you or change you. They admire your strength and self-sufficiency. They want to add to your life, not complicate it. The Nine of Pentacles also represents enjoying the finer things in life. This connection is going to bring more pleasure, beauty, and enjoyment into your world. This person might be someone who appreciates quality experiences, good food, beautiful surroundings, or cultural activities. I'm also seeing that this card represents the fruits of your labor. All the work you've done on yourself, all the boundaries you've set, all the standards you've maintained, they're about to pay off in the form of attracting someone who truly appreciates and deserves what you have to offer. This nine is also about gratitude and contentment. You're going to feel genuinely grateful for this person coming into your life. They're going to enhance what's already good, rather than filling some void or emptiness. The 11th and final card that I pulled for you is the Six of Wands in Aries. This is such a perfect way to wrap up this reading because this card is all about victory, recognition, and public acknowledgement of success. The Six of Wands is telling me that this connection is going to be something you're proud of. This isn't going to be a secret relationship or something you have to hide. This person is going to be someone you're happy to introduce to your friends and family. They're going to enhance your reputation rather than complicate it. This card also suggests that other people are going to see and acknowledge what a good match you two are. Your friends might say they've never seen you happier or more yourself than when you're with this person. There's going to be this external validation that confirms what you already know internally. The Six of Wands represents triumph over challenges. If there have been any obstacles or doubts about this connection, they're going to be overcome. Any external pressures or internal fears are going to be resolved in your favor. This card is also about leadership and inspiration. This relationship is going to inspire others and possibly serve as an example of what's possible when two people are genuinely compatible and committed to supporting each other's growth. I'm also seeing that this connection might bring some positive attention or opportunities your way. This person might have connections or resources that open new doors for you professionally or socially. The Six of Wands energy is very aligned with your natural Aries leadership abilities. This person is going to support and amplify your natural talents rather than compete with them or try to diminish them. So, Aries, let me bring this all together for you because the story these cards are telling is absolutely beautiful. Someone has been quietly working on themselves, healing from past hurts, and preparing to approach you with complete honesty and vulnerability. They've been patient and thoughtful, but they're ready to take action. When they open up to you, it's going to create this amazing spark of new possibilities and adventures. The connection between you is going to be emotionally deep, intellectually stimulating, and physically exciting. You're going to bring out the best in each other and create something that others admire and celebrate. This person appreciates your independence and strength. They're not looking to change you or fix you. They want to share in your abundance and add to your happiness. The timing is perfect because you're both in places in your lives where you can choose love from a position of strength rather than need. The big changes that are coming aren't just about this relationship. This connection is going to catalyze growth and opportunities in other areas of your life too. You're entering a period of recognition and success that extends beyond just matters of the heart. What I want you to remember, beautiful Aries, is that you deserve someone who sees your worth clearly and isn't afraid to express their appreciation for who you are. This person opening up to you is going to do exactly that. They're going to celebrate your fire instead of trying to dim it. Stay open to the unexpected ways love might show up in your life. Sometimes the most meaningful connections develop in ways we don't anticipate. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to be vulnerable in return when the moment feels right. The universe is definitely supporting you in love right now. All that work you've done on yourself, all the boundaries you've maintained, all the standards you've refused to lower, they're about to pay off in the most beautiful way. I'm so excited for what's unfolding for you, Aries. This reading has such positive, hopeful energy, and I have a feeling that by the time you're watching this, some of these developments might already be starting to happen. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonates with your current situation. I love hearing from you and seeing how these messages land in your lives. Sending you so much love and light, beautiful souls. Trust the process and stay open to the magic that's heading your way.